Hey guys, Ryan here. We are here with the Days of Thunder Racing League Chicago 400 here from Chicagoland Speedway. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am, because I am excited for a great day of racing here. From the Chicagoland Speedway, we are just waiting for them to finish loading into the game. I believe they are going to be starting the countdown here momentarily. And hopefully we will be able to get in there as soon as possible. So here we go. Just kind of waiting again. So it looks like on pole will be CG Smith in the number 48. No, we'll be on pole. I don't see second or third. We got, looks like 17 drivers queued up for the race tonight. So it'll be a 17 driver race, very similar to the Misfits Racing League race that we just got done broadcasting about an hour ago. They took a little longer getting everybody into the party into the Discord than expected. Yeah, just kind of keeping an eye on everything. Let's see, how's chat looking? Okay. We got one person watching. Welcome everybody. Checking everything over here. Should be all good. And just hopping back on over to their streams. Because we're just kind of waiting on them. I think they might be waiting on one more. Not really sure. But yeah, so it's going to be a pretty good race. Chicagoland, 134 laps. Equaling out to 200 miles, which is 50% cup distance. Just going to kind of go through the 10 drivers I can see the car numbers of. So we have NE Viper in the number 88. Oh, and they scrolled on me. Okay, so we got, let's see, second place. Oh, okay, NE Viper in the 88. We've got Even 4 in the 2. We've got, Synopsis will be driving the number 19, who did just win this race, and there we go. We've got them loading in, so we're going to hop on in, and going to hopefully be riding and racing here pretty soon. So, we're loading in. Not much music interference. They're still loading in. So here we go. We are loading in. I believe we are doing a pace lap here. We got the throwback car actually for the number 48, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, no, it looks like we're just going green off the start. So going green, flag 48. Looks like the 12 is really the only car up there on the high side. Got the 13 on the inside, trying to make something work. Not really able to. He might be able to make a move to the inside. Problem is, by this point, you've now got the speed going to where that outside line, you can start to build some of those runs. But again, you also have to factor in that inside line being a factor. But yeah, right now, though, you see that inside line. Pretty much any driver who's been down there has gotten a major advantage from it. I mean, look at the 48 on the start, the 13 in turns 3 and 4, and now the 1 car in turns 1 and 2 of the second lap. 2 laps in, and we've had 3 different leaders throughout this race. I mean, that is impressive. but you've already got guys like Synopsis moving through the field. You've got the 88's moving his way up. Got the 51 and the 12 running side by side here. Ooh, yes, it's score like crazy right now. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so actually we got a battle up here from the lead. Looks like 13 in the wall. Might have had a little bit of help from the 88. And also, real quick, while we've got a semi-break in the action here in the early laps, I do also want to give a quick shout out to Synopsis for giving us the onboard, an onboard camera, not only for lap count but also to cut to here in the race. So just gonna cut to that right now to show you guys what we got. So yeah, so we got Synopsis onboard camera from his live stream. We'll be cutting to this throughout the race, just kind of give you guys some other angles. But at the moment, it looks like he is actually on the verge of getting passed by the 88. So let's go back to our third-person camera angles and let's see what's going on. So here we go. Looks like, yeah, the 88, he's going to be trying to mount a charge here. Although the 19 might also be trying to mount a run as well here. It's such a game of cat and mouse because you want to play offense, but you also have to play defense to the guy behind you. And of course, running fast laps is the best way to play defense, or play offense, because you're playing offense and defense at the same time there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we're just kind of logging the laps. We're already 7 laps into this thing. Wow. Yeah, so that was a Facebook chat that was blowing up instead. That I was not aware of. And they all make the similar sound with Discord and Facebook and all that. But we got some pretty good racing here side by side for second, though. Really, you've seen a very big disparity here early on between the front 3 and the rest of the field. I mean, these front 3, despite battling side by side for a lot of this, are already starting to gap the rest of the field, which is definitely a dominating factor to be considering going into this race. Okay, so settling in, looks like kind of the top 3 are just kind of settled in here as we get through lap 10 of the race. I mean, you got a number of laps that you can run here before any kind of track position starts to become a problem. Like, oh, NASCAR King, the Bubba car there getting into the wall. Here we go. Looks like your pole sitter is struggling as well. Yeah, definitely got even 4 up there, who's been a dominant force so far in the race. Though he hasn't been that far or ahead of these other 2. The problem is these other 2 have been side by side for the last 30 laps or so. Well, not actually. For the last, like, 10 laps, they've been side by side nearly the entire time. Which makes it very hard to mount any sort of momentum when you're constantly side by side with somebody. side drafting, beating, banging, dragging doors, all that kind of stuff. And you're also trying to do that. I mean, we got, looks like you can make about 26, somewhere in the range of 23 to 26 laps on fuel. So here we go. Definitely a fun race, though. You got the top three are just absolutely even, just battling it out for the lead here. You got these three just, you got Synopsis trying to make a move, but you got the 88 constantly on him, because I think the 88 is right there on speed with the other two, or at the very least has been running similar lap times. Might be falling off again, kind of with Chicagoland being a high wear track, similar to Atlanta last week. You have a bit of tire fall off from the start of the run to the end of the run. So here we go. Got the 19 down on the inside. He's looking for the race lead. The one car is able to shut the door on him this time. But again, how many times can you get away with shutting the door on somebody before they go and get a little annoyed and start maybe not giving you a bit of a break? So yeah, it definitely looks like a pretty close race, though, between these front three. But when you look anywhere other than these front three, you can start to see the gap starting to arise here in the field. I mean, let's say the fact that these guys can battle as much as they have been and still be, for the most part, pulling away, and inching away from the field, to be honest, is just incredibly impressive. Yeah, man, these guys are just, I say, they aren't making many mistakes, that's for sure. They are running near perfectly around this racetrack, just kind of letting off the gas at the right point, getting their lifting points just right, because while you can full throttle this track, you actually gain a bit of speed, especially on corner exit, if you're lifting. And can produce slightly quicker lap times as well. So yeah, definitely a fun race here, getting ready to just starting to wind up. We got about looks like we're gonna be having some pit stops though coming here pretty soon. I believe, at least from what I'm hearing on the group radio, that they may be about 2 or 3 laps from coming in. Never mind, here they come. I thought we might see another lap or 2 from some of these guys, and it looks like you will from some of them, but the 88 and the 19 both coming in now. Gonna be on those fresh tires a little sooner. The 4 car coming in, looks like the 9 car there scraping the grass. Is that the All-Star car? Hard to tell because I don't have a 360 camera where I can see the corner. Yes, it is the All-Star car. Okay. 73 coming on the pit road. Got rumbling sound. So where's your race leader? Let's see. There we go. On pit road. So we're gonna actually watch the onboard here from the 19 as they come back onto the racetrack. And we're going to kind of watch that as the one starts to re-merge, because I think this is going to be a very close, if not the one getting blown by. So, yeah, we got the onboard here on the 19. One car starting to come out of the pits. This is going to be a close one. Let's see. The one car starting to come out of the pits. He's not going to get up into the banking, though. He's got to wait till the backstretch to get there. And here we go. Coming from the 19, you've got the 19 in the banking. And able to power around that one car. So we'll cut back to our third person camera angle and see if the one car can catch him right back here. So, as I said, you got to see the time comparisons for the onboards there. And it looks like actually the one car might lose out to the 88 here as well. Looks like the 19 is just the best on and off pit road. Very smooth. Meanwhile, you got a big contact there again between these two Chevrolets with the 88 and the 1. Looks like it kind of just everybody's cycling through pit road right now. I don't know if these guys have actually cycled back around. Yes, they have cycled back around to the lead already. I wasn't sure if they had officially cycled to the lead yet, because sometimes when you come to pit road, you'll have the battle for the lead be actually the battle for like third, because two guys are out there on fuel or on fumes. But yeah, it looks like we are back to pretty much everybody having cycled through pit stops here. And you've got the 1 car, the 8 car, both, or the 88, sorry, both looking to try and see what they can do to try and run down this 19, who's starting to try and see if he can use some of this clean air to pull away, because he hasn't had any clean air yet today. So, here we go. The 1 car, though, he's got the draft from the 19, so he's going to be able to draft right back up to the 19, I believe. Now, the question mark is going to be, is can he get around him? Because that's kind of always the big question, is you can get to somebody, but if you can't get around them, that is a big trouble spot there. 14 laps remaining in stage 1, so winding down those laps very quickly. Meanwhile, you got the 1 car looking to the inside on the 19, so he is definitely there. He's to him. He's getting the inside lane. Question is, though, does the 19 have the crossover move? No, it doesn't look like he's going to have a crossover move. He's going to have to slide in behind and now play defense immediately again from that 88, who has been just hounding the 19 when he was in second earlier before the pit stop, and has now cycled back around to second place to get hounded by the by that car some more. Although it looks like actually some help from the 88 might help Synopsis try and take the lead back here from even. So yeah, you got the 88 and the 19 actually working together to pass the 1 car, making this a... So that gives another pass to the lead there. The 19, new race leader. Okay. So now with the 19 out front, what does the 88 and what does the 1 do to try and get that back? Does the 88 try and get the 1 to fall in behind him and push him past the 19 like he just did to the 1? Though I'm not sure the 1 really would like to do that, because, I mean, hey, you just helped push the 19 by me. I'm not going to fall in behind you and push you. Would be a pretty common stance, I would assume, in that situation. Would seem pretty reasonable. So yeah, definitely And they're actually starting to come up on, I believe that's the lap car, the 73. Yeah, that's the lime green Play Fast Motorsports number 73 that they are coming up on here. But the battle of the lead, again, heating up. Looks like the one car might be slightly better on the new tires, though I think Synopsis's car gets better as the run develops. Here we go. Those two side by side again, man. They just cannot seem to stop battling tonight. I mean, here we go. I'm gonna say, if you think you know who's got this stage in the books, think again, because we've still got 7 laps to go, and we've been seeing an average lead change of 2 lead changes per lap, it feels like. Or at the very least, 2 significant passes in the top 3, though the rest of the field seems to be starting to catch up to the rest of them. I mean, they are starting to catch up here. Definitely could end up being a matched race here pretty soon. So yeah, right now though, you got, it looks like the one car actually starting to pull a bit of a gap here on the 19. I thought the 19 had been the guy getting better on the old tires. Maybe the one car just hadn't been showing everything he had until just now, because now it comes down to stage winning time. You got 5 laps remaining, and I just saw a couple cars coming to pit road, so we might have yeah, I think Even might just not have been showing everything he had to Synopsis, though. Synopsis is pulling it back in as well. The question mark again, though, you guys start to wonder, did maybe someone short fill and not get enough fuel in the car? Definitely a possibility. And so you only got 3 laps remaining in the stage here. Let's get on the board here. Here we go. There we go. The 19, they're really close, but I don't know if that's close enough to make up the gap in, what is it, 1 lap or 2? 2 laps? It's going to be close. I definitely think the 19 can do it. The problem is he hasn't been making those moves to really, and he's been closing in the gap, but again, getting to him and passing him is a different thing. So yeah, it looks like, though, here we go, final lap of the stage. They're gonna, Synopsis is gonna need a major push here from the one car to try and make it happen. Does not look like it. Lap car staying high. And the one car will take it over Synopsis for the stage win here. So here we go. Stage 1 went to even 4 over Synopsis. Looked like the 88 might have even fallen off the back there a bit, as we see the 13 and the 12 pulling up behind Synopsis there. Here we go, getting ready for the restart, and let's get back up to the front row here with the 19 actually passed the 1 there on pit road. Can't imagine that was a 2-tire call. I think that was just by chance with the randomization of the pit crews. Yeah, here we go. Even though coming off the high side actually gets the race lead from the outside lane. Again, kind of adding testament to, I think that one car is the better car on the short run. And in particular on the restarts comparatively. But again, you've got Even, who's got the speed on the short run, but Synopsis has been able to hang right there all race long. I mean, right now, this is the class of the field. Now, granted, you're starting to see some new faces showing up into the picture as well. You've got the 43 there, NASCAR King, moving up into third and holding off currently the guy who's been up there with them all for a while here in the 88. You got the 48, who was the pole sitter, so in theory, the fastest car here. Now again, that could have been single lap speed. That could have been draft help, potentially in qualifying there, as they do have group qualifying. So it could have just been that the 48 got the best drafting lap in. Here we go. And man, these front two though have been very much the dominant force of the night. So I find it weird, after that first pit stop, it seems like everybody else in the field has just kind of slowly been able to gain back up there. And now that they've had the yellow flag and the restart, and oh, it looks like a yellow flag has been thrown, so the yellow flag is back out here. And we are going to be slowing the field down and getting ready for a restart here in the Days of Thunder Racing League. So, first yellow flag of the night. Oh, that wasn't for a stage break, because obviously the stage breaks do technically bring out a yellow flag, which, to be honest, I kind of wish it didn't. I kind of wish it would just run straight through and award points, so you don't have it affecting the pit strategy, but is how it is. And we've got a yellow flag here, and it looks like one car staying out. Is that a new leader? No, it looks like that is a lap car. So that is a lap car getting the free pass. He will probably be in the next time around to get his pit stop to go along with that free pass. And not sure what's going on with the 19 there. Looked like he was getting turned by the 53. Or not 53, sorry, 43. So they're all getting into line. And here we go. What's going to come of all this? Looks like the 22 is actually going to win the race off pit road on a 2-tire or maybe even fuel-only call. I'm thinking fuel-only looking at that gap. I mean, yeah, that's a bold move there, 22. That 22 is KWG Hurricane. And of course, if you guys want to see the in-race view, of course, go check out Synopsis's stream over on Twitch at Synopsis1709. Twitch.tv/Synopsis1709. But other than that, we should be getting all ready to go here. As we get ready to go racing one more time here. Green flag is back out, and we are racing once again. Nope, never mind. Sorry, one more lap. Looks like they're taking another lap of yellow. Oh yeah, it looks like there was a couple cars still on the back straightaway trying to get caught back up, so they decided to throw the extend the yellow. So yeah, definitely a fun race. It's gonna be interesting to see how that fuel only, or maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was a 2-tire call for the 22, but will be interesting to see how that plays out here. And here we go, getting ready to go back racing. This time, we should be going green this time. Let's get everything all wound up, and back to green flag racing we go. Oh, it looks like the 22 may be brake checking the field or something. I'm not sure on that one. He may have just lifted there and stacked up the field. But yeah, he definitely did something that got the rest of the field not quite as ready for that restart. Though it appears to have worked because he has maintained second place through this. I thought you might see the 19 maybe try and go down below the line as soon as it was legal to do to try and make that position up, but you didn't see him manage to get that done. But now you see him absolutely going backwards. I mean, yeah, there we go. Contact there, I believe, with one of the cars, just a slight side swipe, but he has got no grip comparatively to these 4 fresh tires on the entire rest of the field. Yeah, these guys running right around that outside line, man. This one car has just been strong. Now you got some of these other cars starting to get back up here that were factors earlier in the race. We kind of saw them fade at different points. You got the 88 working his way back up to the front of any Viper. And then you've got the 19 who we saw challenging, trying to win that stage. Running in third there. 4th place, I believe, is that the 3? Yeah, it's the 3 of Hyper NASCAR. Trying to run down these guys as well, trying to make his impact for the first time in this race. And again, as I mentioned, after that first pit stop, it seemed like everybody was able to close in the competition gap on this field. Because early on in the race, I mean, even while they were side by side, the front 3 here, the 88, 19, and 1, were able to just take off from the field. And essentially race a race of their own to the first pit stop. And now you've got the 3 going on by the 19 there for second, trying to get up there, and maybe he'll even get up there and battle with the 1 here for first. I don't think it'll happen by the end of the lap, obviously, because he's still got momentum on the high side coming from the 19. He might not even be able to get clear and get second here by the stage. Or, not by the stage. I mean, stage is still a lot of laps to go. But by the end of the lap. Yeah, no, the 19 is actually going to lead that. Or, not lead that lap. The 1 car is still the race leader. But the 3 getting up there. But not able to pass the 19 by the line. Here we go. Oh, 3 car makes contact with the 19. 19 in the wall. That's going to put the 19 a bit behind. Now he's going to have to try and make up some sort of gap here to try and rally this one. Now, of course, that draft is still a factor, and he hasn't lost all that much ground. But, again, just got to question, what damage does that do if that keeps happening? If you don't want any damage on this car, if at all possible, because this is one of those very fast 1.5 mile tracks. Hey, Rohan Gaming, how's it going? So yeah, right now we got a pretty good battle to lead, if I'm honest. And we got the 3 cars starting to track down that number 1 car. The 1 car has led a good amount of this race, including winning that first stage of over the 19, but now the 3 has absolutely come to life here in this second stage. I don't know if maybe these front guys maybe took 2 tires and the 3 took 4, or if the 3 is just hit on the absolute right adjustment here. Coming down the laps in this stage. Here we go, 3 car down the bottom, 1 car up top. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. I believe the 3 has got the edge. He's going to be trying to clear him in the middle of the corner. Not going to clear him yet. Let's see. Oh, contact. 1 car leads the lap. But the 3 is definitely pushing to try and make this happen. And of course, in a normal run, we'd start to worry about fuel run. Now, of course, we have that extra 5 laps from when the pit stops all happen, so we may see a little bit of an extension here on how long it takes for these guys to come to pit road. Though I think if you can get to pit road before these front few, but still be in the window to make it to the end of the race on 1 stop, I think you do it. Because, I mean, it's been very tough to pass the 1 car so far. And, oh, the 3 car in the wall a little bit here as he tries to get around the 1. Just kind of following at this point. Because in some cases, you're just too close to that rear bumper and you can't really do much of anything with it. Which that's also a reason why you might see, for example, the 3 car intentionally maybe drop back to try and build a bigger run. Though again, you risk the losing the draft here. But now you've got the 19 to the back bumper of the 3. Maybe the 3 is starting to fall off, though. Seems like maybe he was on 4 tires and the rest of these guys were on 2, and now the tires are starting to even out, possibly. Hard to really tell, but he definitely seemed to have something on the short run that he does not have at the moment. Now, again, that could just be the fact that his car is better on the short run than on the long run. Or it could be, again, the fact that you got a situation where you've got the one car has been the fastest car all day. Oh, and we got the 88 on pit road before everybody else. He beat the field to pit road. Let's see, where's the 19? Is he on pit road already? Does not appear so. Yeah, there we go. There's the 19. So, still running third. So, 15 laps to go. So, you can definitely pit here and make it to the end of the stage. And as I mentioned, you want to kind of maybe think about short pitting as short as you can reasonably do. I mean, of course, you aren't going to short pit like 30 laps because that's just way too early to make any sort of difference. Yeah, right now, though, this one car, he is absolutely pulling this field around Daytona, or not Daytona, sorry, around Chicagoland here in the Days of Thunder Racing League. Here we go. Looks like the one car beats everybody else to pit road there. Question mark, though, would be, did he speed to do it? Because he was very late coming to pit road. Very good at faking if he did manage to get that thing down to pit road speed. Because you see how much sooner guys like that, two of bottom shelf there, got down for the speed to do the same task of getting on pit road at an accurate speed. It's going to be a matter of, is the one car still there? Looks like he's been there a little bit. Is that going to be a penalty, or are we going to see the one car start to leave here? Oh, no, one car. Wow, that was an incredible pit road entry for the one. I mean, for a green flag pit stop, that was near flawless. Now you got the 19 on pit road, and it looks like, yeah, it's about, fuel window's a little shorter than I thought. I thought it was around the 23 to 26 range. Now looking and hearing what everybody's saying and having seen what kind of laps they've been running, looks like it's more in the 22 to 18 range. Seems like that's kind of the 5-gallon range that you fall into. Most people probably landing about 19, 20 gallons. Maybe a few more if you're saving. But here we go. Synopsis comes back out on track. You got the 3 now coming back out on track as well. You want to see these guys trying to win this one? Let's see. Looks like the one car, though, currently still the race leader. Or, sorry, the 3 is still your race leader. The one car just trying to run up there and take this one from him. But, yeah, it looks like the 3 car may have pulled another strategy to try and do it. I don't know if he must have done 4 tires and at the stop if he's doing something else funky here. You know, maybe he did 4 tires at the pit stop and was on even tires there where he was actually challenging them. And now he's done 2 tires because he is out there in front of the one by a fair margin for how perfectly the one got on pit road. Or maybe he did 2 straight stops of right sides only, and his left sides are probably getting very old. And he's just hoping he can make it the final, like, 5 laps to make it to the end of the stage. Let's see. How many laps is it, actually, to the end of the stage? Before I just say 5 laps of the stage. 9. No, you have to have at least taken lefts at some point in this run. I think under that yellow flag, maybe, and under this green flag run, I find it hard to believe that he managed to get that kind of lead on a 4-tire stop without speeding. Because that one car was very quick entering pit road, near flawless. And again, he was just now able to get by you. Yeah, so far what I've seen, this one car seems to have just taken to these 1.5 mile racetracks. Pretty sure he was up front at Atlanta too a week ago. It's kind of one of those things as we're building towards midnight here. Clock's going to be striking midnight here in about half an hour. But of course, the racing league still goes on. Man, this one car though, he's now caught some lap traffic. Let's see, does the lap traffic play nice for the one, or do they maybe hold him up a bit? So yeah, it looks like the one car is having a little bit of a tough time trying to get around this guy. He gets by him, but it definitely is taking him a little bit of time and has knocked probably about a second off that lap time comparatively to the 3 and the 19. In particular the 3 though, because the 3 is right there. Though the 3 still has to get by the 41. Though again, we also see very commonly the faster car, or the leader, I mean, get raced harder by the lap car than the second place driver, because that really doesn't change anything if the second place guy laps you. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be a pretty straightforward finish to this one. I mean, no real close battles unless this 3 car can find a lot of speed very quickly. And I don't think it's going to show up because that 3 car, I mean, he pitted and got those 2 tires. Or we assume 2 tires. I guess we can't say for sure whether it is 2 tires or not, because oh, we got a car in the wall. Oh, uh-oh, that's the 41. Is that going to maybe bring out the yellow flag? It looks like the 19 got collected in as well. Is that going to bring out the yellow flag for the second time tonight for a legitimate yellow flag here? Right towards the end of the stage. It will be interesting to see what happens here. It looks like, yep, there we go. The one car appears to be slowing. Maybe not. He's still booking it around here. Yeah, no, he's still speeding around here. Yeah, so it looks like they decided not to throw the yellow for whatever that was that happened. And instead you've got the one car here looking on the 14 here to see if he can get this race lead away. And it looks like, was that the end of the stage? It was either the end of the stage or, yeah, I'm guessing that had to be the end of the stage because he is running so perfectly. Yeah, that was the end of the stage. So stage 2 winner, even 4 again. So, man, that's a second stage win in a row for him. So both races I've broadcasted tonight, I've had the stage 1 and stage 2 winner. Wonder if this race will have a similar outcome. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to hit the like button on the stream because we're all excited for this finish, and of course to stay tuned and find out, and maybe hit the subscribe button so you guys can figure out who wins next week too, because of course this league is a weekly series here on the channel. Looks like most everybody's pitting. Looks like there was 3 guys off the lead lap so far. And here we go. Oh, and the 48 up a number of spots there to the race lead. So it looks like they may have been past the caution cutoff when the wreck happened. Possibly. Or they just determined that it was not a bad enough wreck that they needed to slow the pace of the race down to avoid people crashing into them. Oh, and the one car gets sent through the grass. Uh-oh. I would not want to be in that one car if I was him. Oh, looks like the yellow flag is out. Okay. Did not see... Oh! The one car going and retaliating on them, and that is a big pile up behind the race leaders. Under the yellow, too. Trying to figure out if there's damage on it, because there was a number of those guys that looked like they had significant impacts. And yeah, no damage, it doesn't look like. I don't know if no damage is supposed to be on. I don't remember. I mean, it really is a question mark here. So here we go. Here we go. We got Viper in the 88. He's falling back a little bit. Still trying to figure out what is actually going on here. Just kind of one of those situations where we don't really know what's going on. Looks like maybe there was some kind of miss in the back of the field or some kind of wreck early on. But here we go. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. Green flag is in the air and we are back underway. Here as we've got 50 laps to go. 50 laps on the Dow. Man, this is a really fun race so far. I mean, very consistent up front, 2 and 3 wide for position. In particular, 2 wide for the race lead been most of the night. And man, I know a lot of you guys have work in the morning, so I completely understand if we don't have if you guys gotta go and get some sleep before work in the morning. Or for certain of you, Keystone, have work tonight. At like midnight. And they're heading off to work. So yeah, this is definitely a fun race so far. You got the 48 and the Pulse that are now back up front. Or by back up front, I mean up towards the front here. So right now you got that 80 or that 48. You got the 48, you got the 3, second and third. With that 19 still hanging around in the top 4. But you now have 2 cars that weren't involved in that initial 3-car breakaway that have now found their way into the top 5 in this race. Oh, and we got the 88 up the track. Looks like he may have gotten loose there on that one. Because we got about 45 laps to go. Which means in about 5 laps, you're going to be opening up that window of potentially making it on one more stop after that. So yeah, right now though, looks like the 48 had a bit of a slip there as well, and then slid back. Not sure if he spun. No, he's just falling back a bit from that early run momentum that he had. Man, one more. Man, this race just gets more and more interesting. Yeah, I think part of why the 3 in the other league race I broadcasted tonight, looking back at it, why he struggled so much once he lost the lead, was probably because he had too much tape on it. Because I'm thinking back, and I remember mentioning that he was adding like 60% tape because he was just gonna be up front and lead all the laps. And obviously, once you lose the lead and you're taped up for assuming you're gonna lead the whole time, then that's a problem. Here we go. Challenge for the lead. You got the 3 and you got the 3 versus the 1. As we get 40 to go. Or 41, actually, I believe. Yeah, 41. My bad. Side by side, 3, 1. It's gonna be a fight for this win, for sure. As they take all the necessary steps, as they take 40 to go. As I said, I think you might start to see some of the back half of the field maybe trying to make this their last pit stop. Or, sorry, making this their second to last pit stop. You can make it on 1 stop from here. If you pit now, you can make it on 1 more. But it's going to be a matter of who comes before who, because as we've seen, those fresh tires mean a lot. And if you can be on those fresh tires sooner and make it to the end of the race, that'll be very impressive. Now, I'd almost say you want to run till about 35, 30 to go and split it up 15 and 15 and leave 5 laps of run if you think either there may be a yellow, so you'll stay out, or just 5 laps less you have to add to the fuel tank at the end of the race. Man, these Shred 2, though, they are just battling it out for the lead. Apologies if I'm starting to seem a little tired. It is, like, nearly midnight here, and I did just broadcast in the league before it, but trying to keep this one entertaining for all you guys, especially the guys watching this on the replay, because I do know I get a lot of people who watch these races back, so, yeah. Welcome everybody who might be watching this back later. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. But man, the 3 car's got the lead, and he is trying to pull away now. So, once again, we've seen the 1 car goes from being the best car all day. He's just gradually had the field climb back to him. Man, definitely a fun race so far. Got Yeah, a couple guys up here still dueling it out for the lead. Oh, man. I am definitely yawning. I would start considering coming to pit road here if I'm any of these guys towards the front, because I want to be that first guy on the new tires. I mean, assuming you have the option to pit now. I mean, maybe there's some reason that they don't want to pit here, and they're waiting it out instead to see what happens. I think it's possible. I think it's potentially a pretty bad move, because I think that you may end up losing a lot more than you're gaining. Oh, the 3 cars around! And the 20, and the 42, oh, and that's a punted car. Uh-oh. And the 3 car goes around, and I believe that will almost certainly bring out the yellow flag. The question mark now is, who got to pit road before the yellow was called? And who are the guys that are now going to end up being on the lead lap and at the front of the field on 4 fresh tires versus the guys who are on new tires? That was that was right at the end of their fuel window, it seems like, for some of these guys, because some of these guys are coming to pit road now, which I would assume means that they're out of fuel pretty much. Either that or they aren't throwing a yellow for that, which would seem kind of strange, but possibly. I mean, I guess there really was only 1 car majorly impacted there. I'm sure the 3 car won't be happy about the decision, but it is what it is sometimes. So the 1 car let himself get beat to the pit road by the 48 and the 88. In particular the 88, because he's been up there most of the day. Again, nothing to take away from some of these guys like the 48 who started on pole and have dropped back. Just seems like while he got it right in qualifying, a few guys have got this racecraft absolutely figured out. This is one of those things. Got the 48 now, closer to the 1 than he had been. He's actually making the pass, I believe. Is that for the lead? No, 62 is still the race leader. I believe that, though, might be a pass for the unofficial race lead right now. Let's see. 62 coming to pit road. It's going to be a question mark of who gets the lead as they cycle through the pit stops here with 30 to go. There you go, 1 car trying to take it back. So yeah, so the 48 is currently a race leader, dueling it out with the 1 for that race lead. So I did just get confirmation that that is the battle for the race lead. Welcome everybody. We got 2 people still watching this live on YouTube. Yeah, and we've got a battle for the lead here between the 1 and the 48. The 1 car of even and the 48 of... who is the 48? Cannot remember. That's C.G. Smith. There we go. So C.G. Smith, and who sat on the pole for today's Daytona, or for today's Chicagoland. Man, I'm all over the place tonight, guys. I just had to get airlifted in from Daytona for the 500 in the Misfits Racing League race, which I broadcasted about 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish time, about 8:30 time zone, for the Eastern time zone. And then hopped right in my private helicopter to get to Chicagoland in time for this race. About 2 hours later. So, here we go. Looks like the 48 is now getting stuck in a little bit of traffic now as they are working their way through the traffic. The one car having an easier time getting through and starting to stretch the advantage over the field. Definitely starting to stretch this advantage. Question mark is, what is going to happen from here? Do we see another yellow flag to spice up the race? Do we maybe see it go yellow free here? Barring that one yellow very early in stage 2, about 5 laps in. So it's definitely a question mark here as we see the 13 going on by the 48, and I am hearing that is a battle for position here, so definitely a interesting one here. It's like so that is that's Blood Lucifer here as he takes over the second spot. And going to be trying to look for this race lead, though. Again, that race leader is starting to get away from the field. So right now, I think this one car, he's got a little bit of a gap to kind of play with. But of course, you can't play with too much of it because you do want to keep some of that lead for the final 5 laps when you may need it, just in case they find something spectacular on this final pit stop. Which again, conversation about the final pit stop, that's probably about 5 to 10 laps out for when that pit window opens, and then I would almost anticipate a little further than that on the when they make that pit stop. Yeah, it is just kind of a matter of essentially a guessing game for these drivers, because it's mainly guessing when everybody else comes versus when you want to come to pit road. Because you want to be on pit road before the guys that you're trying to pass, but you don't want to be on pit road so early that you end up losing out on some ground to them at the end of the race. So it is really just kind of a game of checks and balances here. It sounds like listening into the radios, the longest anyone's planning on staying out is another 11, 12 laps, something like that. Now maybe some of them that have stretched the fuel and are being quiet about their fuel mileage might be able to go another lap or 2 further than that, but it seems like 11's the limit. Yeah, 11 or 12 is kind of the limit of what people are saying. But again, you gotta factor in that not everybody says what their fuel mileage is, or maybe some people are lying about what their fuel mileage is. But right now, I believe the window is open. 20 laps to go. So, 20 laps to go. Here in the Chicagoland 400 here for the Days of Thunder Racing League. And sounded like contact, though. I think that might have just been the 42 car having some issues. As the one goes on with the 42. Is the 42 going to play as nice as the 13? Possibly, possibly not. So the one car has definitely been slowed down by some of this lap traffic. Problem is the 13 now needs to go through that same lap traffic that the 1 is navigating his way through. And I don't know if some of it's going to be a little easier than others. Man, these guys are just absolutely putting on a clinic here. I mean, I have not seen much of a wheel put wrong from this one car all night. I mean, we are just seeing domination like few other times in NASCAR history. And when I say few other times, I'm ignoring the fact that I'm ignoring the 2017 season and MTJ at 1.5 miles. When I say when we've seen it very few times before. Then I'm ignoring anything from like before the 70s, roughly. When things actually started to get competitive. I'm not saying that the era before that wasn't competitive, but it was way more about who had the equipment to get it done and not who had the best driver at the time. Now, granted, you could make the case that nowadays it's the equipment as well. Now, not in these sim races, because of course the sim races here on NASCAR Heat 5 have even equipment. No matter whether you're driving for Play Fast, Motorsports, or if you're driving for the 2020 NASCAR champion Hendrick Motorsports team. And for all my Chase Elliott fans in my fan base, there's your Chase Elliott shout out. Congratulations to him on his 2020 championship. Here's to going for back-to-back titles in 2021. Hopefully the championship hangover isn't too bad on him. Can't be any worse than Kyle's this year, though, for a championship hangover. But yeah, we should be seeing pit stops here very soon, and we now have the second and third place under a blanket here. And it looks like they all came to pit road. The first, second, and third place drivers all coming to pit road here. 14 to go. 14 laps remaining. Man, whew. Looks like the 3 cars made his way to pit lane. And looks like Synopsis actually got out of pit road first. So despite coming in last, he's going to be coming out with the race lead. I believe that may be a 2-tire call. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Synopsis has about a 7/10 of a second lead, which is roughly how much of an impact the draft makes, but I feel like that's going to get cut down very quickly because that Play Fast Motorsports Toyota there is right in the mix and helping draft the 1 car right back up here and is now making the pass on the 19. Yeah, this is a great race. Just all the way through the field. You got guys really having to earn these spots. I mean, got the third. Oh, and actually, is the 73 up there actually a lead lap car? I believe the 73 might actually be a lead lap car. I didn't think he was, but yeah, it looks like 73 may actually have found a way up here Just quietly, no, the 73 is a lap down. The 48 is up there in the top three. That wasn't necessarily when the pit stop happened. So it's gonna be a straight up finish here. We got 9 laps to go. It's gonna be a fight. Pretty short on laps remaining. Definitely going to be a fun one all the way to the finish. Looks like a few guys definitely figured out the setup here, though, a little more than everybody else. And right now, you got that one car of even four, the Kurt Busch machine, versus Blood Lucifer here in the 13. 13 trying to do everything he can to run down that car as we get down to 8 laps to go. Next time around will be 7 to go. And you've got 2 cars really going for this one. Problem is, you got 2 guys going into this corner. I'm willing to bet only one of them is going to be able to make it all the way through the race without wrecking. I find it hard to believe that they're both going to get back to the start-finish line. The way that they've been racing all day, in particular that one car, having to race so hard with all these guys. I feel like hard racing is going to end up causing something to happen coming to the line. Somewhat similar to what happened between Larson and Kyle Busch here a few years ago in real life. So let's see what we got here. Definitely seems like these front two are just so even. It's just trying to figure out exactly where you gain that advantage. Because you've only got 5 laps to figure it out. You have 5 laps to figure out how you pass the one and find a way to do it. Here we go. 5 laps to go. Coming to 4. So you try up the track. Let's see, is this gonna work? Getting the run off the high side. Don't think that really worked all that well. Here we go. Now he let off a little earlier, following him right through the corner, right on the rear bumper, trying to maybe get the one car a little squirrely. That's definitely a potential strategy. Just following the one car as closely through the corner as you can while trying to get some clean air to that nose. Possibly could try a diving move to the inside on one of these corners. I mean, man, these guys are absolutely dueling it out for this race win. And it's kind of unfortunate that only one of them can get this win, because I think they both have driven... I think the one has definitely driven the best race overall, but the 13 has put on an impressive finishing drive. And oh, the one car into the outside wall, and that is going to hurt his chances at this one. Looks like the 13 will go on to potentially get this one, depending on, again, if that yellow flag gets thrown. No, 2 laps to go. I don't think they're going to throw the yellow. So 13 versus 48 now becomes the battle. Yeah, so right now the 13 and 48, 1 lap to go. Green, the white flag is out. The last lap. Can the 48 do it? I think the 13's probably got it, barring a mistake, but We did see a mistake in that lap traffic from the 1. Now there's no lap traffic here. What is the 48's plan? Does not look like he's going to have much of a shot. Coming through 3 and 4. The 13 coming off of turn 4. Here at Chicagoland, Blood Lucifer 657 wins the Chicagoland 400 here from Chicagoland Speedway here in the Days of Thunder Racing League. So we'll be getting interviews with those two, and the third place driver ends up being even 4. So we're gonna get probably a bit of a upset interview from even. So I'm gonna go hop back over onto the Discord thing and see if we can get a hold of any of these people. Let's see. So I just went and messaged the chat. We should have them hopefully hopping in here momentarily. But yeah, massive congratulations to the 13. He definitely worked for it, but that slight misstep there from the 1 costing it there. Let's see. Is anyone actually gonna do it, or are they just hopping off for it? Oh, there we go. I think I just heard Even join. Was that you, Even? Oh, 1 second. I've got the thing muted because it was pinging a ton.
I'm here.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Yeah, I went and muted Discord because it was pinging a ton during the race, and it was getting annoying on the stream, so I went and muted that, so I couldn't actually hear you.
All right.
Well, I guess since you're the first one in here of the 3, we'll start with you. Had definitely one of the, if not the dominant car of the night. Looked like you just got caught up in some lap traffic there.
Yeah, I just sucked at the 41 gets in a wreck and then just gets in our way. So, and then I had, I think it was a 3 car was trying to pin me wrecking it. My screen. Just a bunch of crap tonight.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a pretty good finish there between you and the 13. I didn't know which one of you was going to get it, and ultimately, we saw what happened.
Yep.
Is Lone Wolf one of the guys that was in the thing, or is he the 41? Trying to figure out.
I am not sure
who the other, because I don't know who all, I don't know everybody's
Lone Wolf
names
was the
on
one
here.
that got in my way.
Oh, he was the one that got in your way. I'm trying to figure out who the others in the top 3 were, because I'm supposed to do interviews with the top 3 for post-race interviews.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely seemed like he had a fantastic car tonight. I mean, they got some stage points in stages 1 and 2 to help make up for the slightly lesser finishing position than probably what you deserved.
Yeah, let's just say if I get behind the 41 next week, it's not going to anymore.
Okay, well, looks like they want you to hop back into the chat, so I'll try and see if I can get 48 and or the others in here, and if you can tell them if they're in the other chat, like tell Blood Lucifer and I don't know who the 48 is to hop in here.
So what numbers do you need? 48 and what?
48 and Blood Lucifer I know is the 13.
All right.
You're coming to the green. Almost ready now.
Yeah, so he should hopefully be getting them for us. And looks like we're the only ones still in here, so I'm just going to run some laps here at Darlington. Absolutely not going to be taking this seriously. just kind of waiting for people to hop on again. When I get back around to the start-finish line, I might just do some donuts, actually. Because I'm not feeling like turning laps at Darlington at midnight. I've been up since 8 a.m. I'm not in any condition to be running a race. Nope. Hello?
Feuds. Hey.
So, is the 48 still on?
He is not. We're having some feuds between people, so we're trying to get that situated. So I don't know if he's going to join or not. I texted him to join. He hasn't answered.
Okay, yeah, because it's 48 and 13 of Blood Lucifer, who I know is in the other chat, that were the two others I haven't gotten yet.
Yeah, we're talking about what happened. So,
okay.
I wonder if you, so did you get that on, the video between me and Even?
Yeah, the stream got it. I wasn't really talking about it too much. I kind of mentioned it as it happened, but kind of with the fact that I've been up since 8 a.m.
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily the most attentive throughout the finish of the race. I apologize.
No, you're good.
But again, I've been up since 8 a.m. But yeah, it was on, yeah, but I had the camera on the one car as he got, caught up in the lap traffic.
Right. Were you, when there was like 35 some odd laps left, were you paying attention when me and him were like battling for the lead?
Yeah, I think I caught most of the battles for the lead.
Okay. Did you catch where he wrecked me and I ended up flipping?
Oh, yeah, I did catch you going through the air.
Okay.
I did get you up in the air.
Okay. So with that, I tried calling caution because we put it in the manual, in the rule books, that if a car flips, whether it's a 1 car, 2 car, whatever, that the caution.
Yeah, because that was something I even mentioned during the race. Like, I thought it was gonna bring out a yellow, and then
it didn't.
It didn't, and I was like, and then I kind of assumed, okay, well maybe they determined that because it was only 1 car that it wasn't a yellow or whatever.
Right.
I thought it was an odd rule, and I would have called the yellow in my league for it.
Yeah, and that's what I did, because as owner, I was like, we're throwing a caution, blah blah blah. But many people were still talking throughout, telling them they were
not listening.
So it didn't end up going out, and which eternally fucked me over by because I had to pit next lap anyways, and he even admitted saying that's what you get for hitting me twice or some shit like that, when like him and I were just having hard clean battles. Like I even admitted like, yo, I'm sorry, I said it multiple times, I didn't mean to hit you. He ran me back down, and then like into the like that front stretch, he said that. He's like, that's what you get. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, like if it's intentional like that, come on. I mean, seriously.
Which fucked me out of the win because I was like one of the fast.
Yeah, I don't know if you necessarily would have had it for sure, but you definitely had a good shot at it. I mean, and you never got another shot to really try and reprove yourself.
Yeah, and then when I was trying to get back up there, the people that were slower, because I was trying to get around them because I just came out, they were battling and they hit each other, which then hit me, and I went into the pit lane and I just sat there for the rest of the race.
Oh, yep.
So I was like, whatever, because like he admitted to intentionally wrecking. There was multiple people that said he said it too, and then he bitched and complained when he just lost the lead because someone accidentally hit him like a lap car, and like he got taken out, I guess. And I was like, thank God to whoever did that, like, because I was like, he took me out, like it's just not okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, so I think you'll be able to get any kind of audio from maybe Synopsis' stream. I don't know like how he streams or whatnot, and if what happened in the Discord, like what was said in the Discord chat, would be recorded in that.
Right.